Coming up on Mountain News this morning, police in Pike County are asking the public for help in a murder case from 3 years ago that still has no substantial leads.
And one county over, the Floyd County Sheriff's Department is investigating a string of burglaries in the Betsy Lane area, including one from a local school.
And we go to Knott County, where one recovery program is gaining national recognition. We talked with a graduate about how it changed their life.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 6:03. I'm Will Puckett.
And I'm Madison Pergram.
Well, thank you for tuning in to Mountain News this morning on this hump day. And we got a brief break in the rain, but it's not going to last for forever.
No, but we do have another break for an extended period of time at the end of the week. So it's something to look forward to, light at the end of the tunnel.
I know 3 days is what we're considering extended a period of time. And that's what we've resorted to as the rain just won't quit. Let's bring Brandon in this morning, who seems like he can't find the switch to turn off the rain.
Yeah.
But Brandon, we're still in our severe weather alert day. A little break today, but around noontime, it should all ramp right back up.
Exactly. And we're going to have some breaks throughout the day off and on, but the main area of concern is nighttime tonight, basically going into the late night and overnight hours when we're expecting the heaviest bands of rain and the possibility for some stronger storms. So have a way to get warnings as you head into the nighttime hours. A weather radio, the WYMT weather app. Just have a way to get those warnings. Let's take a look at live pinpoint Doppler radar this morning. And again, some moisture showing up. I think maybe a few scattered showers. I don't think we're seeing any of that snow that's reaching the ground this morning. Some dense fog in some locations, less than 1 mile. Prestonsburg and Pikeville, Huntington too. Everybody else there kind of a patchy dense fog. Temperatures from 32 in Ashland to 41 in Jacksboro. A lot of folks there in the mid to upper 30s this morning. Cooler in the north, but anywhere between 5 and 18 degrees colder than it was this time yesterday morning across the area. Your 12-hour planner takes us up throughout the day. Our high temperature today will actually be at 11 o'clock tonight, right there in the mid to upper 50s. I'll have the extended forecast coming up in a little bit. Will?
All righty, Brandon, thank you. Well, one family in Pike County is asking for the community's help to find justice for Clancy Ray Adkins. Just
past the 3-year anniversary of his murder, they are now no closer to finding the answers they have been searching for.
WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more.
It may be a cold case, but the murder of Clancy Adkins is still fresh on the minds of those who love him.
And it's on your mind every day, you know, it never goes away.
February 4th, 2017, Adkins was killed in his home in the Island Creek community of Pike County.
Been 3 years, don't know a thing.
3 years of heartache and unanswered questions.
You know, I'm 65. I could die tonight, but I would like to know, you know, who done it and why.
They say Adkins was always there for his loved ones, even as he battled cancer.
He was a good friend. If you need any help, he was right there to help you.
And knowing that he was shot in his own home after defeating cancer is hard enough.
I had shot through the house to get him to the front door. Then when he opened the front door, they shot him twice.
Now they just want to be able to sleep at night, knowing whoever killed him is paying for the crime.
If anybody else knows other than the one that done it, they're just as guilty. They're just as guilty as he is, the one that done it, one that pulled the trigger.
Somewhat of a dead end for Kentucky State Police.
It is a cold case, of course.
But they will not give up, and they need your help to solve the case.
The littlest piece of information could be what blows the case open and maybe make an arrest or find what really happened.
The family says they just hope someone will finally give them the answers they have longed for. In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
The Facebook page Justice for Clancy Ray Adkins is updated by the family as they continue to search. As they continue their search, anyone with information is asked to contact Kentucky State Police at 606-433-7711.
And the Floyd County Sheriff's Department is investigating a string of burglaries in the Betsy Lane area. One of the break-ins happened at Betsy Lane Elementary School. This surveillance footage is from late February 1st, going into the early morning hours of the 2nd. Sheriff John Hunt says the thieves left behind 2 cell phones that night.
We get lucky, and the crooks are not the smartest people in the world. So we're in the middle of getting that analyzed and downloaded, and hopefully it's going to give us a clear picture of the person who had it in possession at the time they committed the crime.
Surveillance footage shows one person taking multiple items like backpacks, a computer, and even school supplies. Sheriff Hunt says if you have any information about the burglaries, you can call their anonymous tip line at 606-949-2020.
To Powell County now, where vandals struck at the Red River Gorge again. The U.S. Forest Service posted these photos saying the restrooms at the end of the Tunnel Ridge Road in the historic Nada Tunnel have been spray painted. Nada Tunnel is an old railroad tunnel constructed more than 100 years ago and is on the National Register of Historic Places. If you have any information about the vandalism, they are asking you to contact the Daniel Boone National Forest.
Deputies in Laurel County need your help finding an escaped inmate. Jail officials say this man, Jason Rice, ran away from work detail yesterday afternoon near the Levy Jackson Cemetery in Barberville. He was last seen near Highway 1023 and Highway 223, and anyone who sees Rice is asked to call police.
In Hindman, the Appalachian School of Lutherie is gaining national recognition for its cultural recovery program.
From the New York Times to Monday night CBS Evening News, but what they did not show you is what happens after they graduate.
WYMT's Lacey Roberts talked with the graduate of the program to learn more on what comes next.
Graduating from cultural recovery in September of last year, Jeremy Haney is now an employee here at Troublesome Creek String Instrument Company.
It's give me a chance to have independence, to stand on my own 2 feet, take care of myself.
Born with spina bifida, this caused Haney to have physical limitations growing up.
Due to that, I was bullied in school, so right off the bat, it made me feel less than.
Back pain sent him to the doctor, leading to an opioid prescription.
One thing led to the next, and one day I realized that I couldn't function without the narcotics.
With no more refills, he needed something else.
Methamphetamine being a real easy drug to get on the street, I thought, well, I'll just try that.
Sober 18 months, he is also a mentor, sponsoring 4 others.
I was blessed by getting in trouble by the law. If it hadn't been for that, I probably would have been dead.
Although doing the same thing every day, each stage leads to a different problem.
An addict is probably one of the smartest people alive because they wake up broke and yet they're able to get high and buy these drugs for hundreds of dollars a day.
Not realizing he was using his wits, which would carry over into his career.
You never know your worth until you put effort into your life.
Continuing the steps of recovery, a reminder of where he has come from.
Because if you forget what you've went through and the pain that you went through, you ain't gonna recover.
But once you put your mind to it, you can do it. In Hindman, Lacey Roberts, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, this is funded through a competitive grant program. They say they do not have set funding for next year, but are confident with the positive publicity they will be able to continue.
An abandoned mine lands led to a dangerous situation in Buchanan County, Virginia. State officials tell us portals from a mine in the 1960s started to overflow, causing a landslide that partially moved a home from its foundation. People were asked to leave and crews are working to stabilize the slope. They say it will cost roughly $100,000 to fix the issue.
Mudslides and rock slides due to the weather are going to be a continuing problem for us the next couple of days, but hopefully by the weekend we'll see less of that as we get a break from the rain. Let's take a look at the last 6 hours satellite radar loop, and things are pretty quiet this morning. Some scattered moisture around, visibility pretty rough in some areas, so take care. Remember, anything less than 5 miles is pretty dense fog. Temperatures 30s and 40s this morning, much cooler than it has been. 32 Ashland, 41 in Jacksboro. 50 today during the daytime hours, and we'll eventually get up to about 56 by the time we get to about 11 o'clock tonight. So temperatures will continue to increase throughout the day. 90% chance of rain, especially after lunchtime, and some of that could be heavy, especially the later into the night we get. Will?
Alrighty, Brandon, thank you, and thank you for joining us on Mountain News this morning.
More news is on the way. Coming up, some sad news out of Powell County, where a police detective died last night after a medical emergency at the county courthouse.